It's the motorsport equivalent of strapping a V8 to a rodeo bull and entering it in a dressage tournament. Drifting is as much about grace and control as it is about raw power. And Europe's JDM All-Star Drifters recently brought their tyre-smoking, high-revving brand of motorsport rock and roll to Dubai.
With UAE Drift, what we're trying to achieve is bringing first-class and professional drifting to the Middle East.
The sport may look easy, but there's far more to it than just slamming your right foot to the floor pan and yanking the steering wheel.
Basically, drifting is controlling your car on the limit around a marked track that's judged. So you have different criteria for judging. You have speed, so it's how fast you enter the track and the course. You have line, which is how close you are to clipping points, certain points that we have on the track. And then it's angle and smoke, so the more angle you have while you're doing all this, the better. The more smoke, the better. It's better for the crowd, and it's just a big show basically, you know, on a professional level with high horsepower cars.
The drivers each do an individual run to qualify, then from there on they go head to head until the last two cars are judged in the final.
The way it's done, twin drifting, is one guy leads while the other guy chases. The chase car has to stay as close as possible to the car in front, following his line, and then they reverse positions. So the best of the two runs are judged, and then the winner is decided out of 2 runs.
And if you're going to consistently beat your rivals and put on a good show, then the setup of your car is crucial.
The power is only about 20%. I guess another 30% will be the weight of the car and the balance of the car, and 50% suspension. You have to get the suspension right to keep the power on the track and to keep the car under control.
Keeping it sideways to link the whole thing up, to keep it fluid. That's what it's all about. It's not as easy as it looks.
No kidding. The prize money in Europe still isn't that high. All of the drivers have day jobs, mostly involving cars. But it's the atmosphere that surrounds drifting that makes it so addictive.
It's a really good community, and that makes it like 50% of the fun already. And then it's the most fun thing you can do with a car, basically. Just get one of the guys like, oh, there's a drift competition in Zolder in Belgium. So I was just amazed by the whole thing. And as soon as I got home, I put all my stuff on eBay and bought a drift car.
It's a show sport, and I like the element of show. I really like that. It's very spectacular to do, especially in high-speed corners, going maximum angle with a lot of smoke. Yeah, that's what I like about drifting.
And if the guys have their way, this won't be the only event of its kind here in the UAE.
And we're looking to come to the UAE and get the level of driving up to a higher standard so they can compete along with us next year. Our goal is to have a champion from the Middle East in our UAE Drift Championship. To explain drifting in one sentence, it's like the start of a Formula 1 race. It's like the last lap of a touring car race. It's the excitement of rallying, and it's all of that in one package.
And do you drift yourself?
No.